Thank you for joining us. Welcome to LumioseStation.
What's up, LumioseStation, and welcome back to another episode of the Pokémon DataDex with me, TheOneIntegral. Now, in the last episode, we covered the one and only Crawdaunt, and I asked you guys what fire type you wanted to see this week, and it was between Torkoal and Mad Cargo, and as you can see, Torkoal came out on top. So that's who we're going to be covering this week. But before that, guys, I need to tell you about next week's votes. So, we did grass type, we did water type, we did fire type. So instead of having a type specific, we're doing a duo. So, we're doing one of the duos that's sort of, I guess, introduced in home. We have Zangoose or Seviper, guys. So if you want to see Zangoose covered next week, let me know down below by commenting Zangoose. And if you want to see Seviper covered next week, let me know down below by commenting Seviper. And the one that gets most votes will be covered in the next episode of the Pokemon DataDex. Anyway, let's get started on Torkoal. So Torkoal is a pure fire type and is number 324 in the National Pokédex, as we expected, being introduced in Generation 3, and is the cold Pokemon. It stands at 1 foot 8 inches or 0.5 meters tall and weighs 177.2 pounds or 80.4 kilograms. It's in the field egg group and the gender ratio is 50-50 either way. Evolution chain wise, Torkoal does not evolve from or into anything, so it stays basic on its own. It's a singular Pokemon. Base stat wise for Torkoal, we can see its highest base stat is defense at 140, then it goes down to attack and special attack at 85, then health points and special defense at 70, and finally speed at a measly 20. So you can tell Torkoal is not a very fast Pokemon, is most of the time focusing on physical bulk. Ability wise for Torkoal, it has two available to it, the first one being White Smoke, which prevents other Pokemon from lowering its stats, very similar to Clear Body, and its hidden ability is Shell Armor, which protects it from critical hits. So all in all, they're both good abilities, and they're both only useful in some situations. But they both have their, I guess their little slots. They both, either of them is really quite good, to be honest. Typing wise, because Torkoal is a pure fire type, it resists 6 types, is weak to 3 types, and takes neutral from the rest. So it resists grass, fire, bug, ice, steel, and fairy, and is weak to water, rock, and ground, and takes neutral from all the other types. So generally, the pure fire type is actually a pretty good type because it has 6 resistances and only 3 weaknesses. So you're not weak to too much. The only trouble is you are taking neutral from a lot of types, so switching in can be a bit of a worry. And obviously water, rock and ground are fairly common as well because of Stone Edge, Earthquake and Skull generally. So you have to watch out for those with the weaknesses indeed. But generally I'd say if pure fire typing is pretty good in my opinion. Then if we look at the highlighted moves for Torkoal, first up at level 25 in X and Y or level 10 in Auras, it learns Rapid Spin. This is good for clearing hazards. It's not good as an attacking move because it's normal, it's physical. It's good purely for clearing hazards is what it's used for. So Torkoal can be used as a utility Pokemon to clear hazards, especially with its good defense. It does help along with that there. Then we have a level 28 in X and Y, level 34 in Auras, or using TM35 in either game, we have Flamethrower. This is a pretty powerful fire type move. Flamethrower is probably my favourite fire type move, to be honest. Does decent damage, it's got 100% accuracy, everything like that. Flamethrower is pretty darn decent. Then a level 39 in X and Y, or level 25 in Auras, so they're sort of switched over Flamethrower and Lava Plume. Obviously we have Lava Plume, and it's pretty similar to Flamethrower, except it does damage the whole field, so if you are going to be doing doubles or something like that, you could think about using Lava Plume. But Flamethrower or Lava Plume will satisfy your needs generally. It's special, it does decent power, does decent damage, what else would you want? Then we have a level 65 in X and Y, or level 47 in Auras, so a greatly reduced level there. We have Shell Smash, which is going to decrease your defense and your special defense, but to sharply raise your attack and your special attack, and your speed as well. So Shell Smash is good in some cases if you wanted to use Torkoal as a physical attacker or as just an attacker in general, because obviously your defenses are pretty high already, so even though you're lowering them, you're not lowering them too much, and it's going to help boost those fairly mediocre attacking stats and terrible speed stat. Then TM10 we have Hidden Power. This is, obviously it depends on the IVs you have, which hidden power it is, but it can be used as well because, as you might be able to tell so far, Torkoal doesn't have an amazingly great attack sort of move pool. It's a very basic one, so TM10 hidden power can be a very viable move to use. Then TM38, it can learn Fire Blast, which is basically a more powerful flamethrower but with slightly less accuracy. So if you want all the power, you can go for Fire Blast over Flamethrower. Then we have one egg move here, which is Yawn. This is good again because you're going to be tanky, you're going to be utility, so it can be used to put Pokemon to sleep or to force switches, you see. So Yawn is definitely a good move there if you don't know what it does. I'm sure you know what it does, but if you don't know what it does, it yawns, and then after the next turn, they fall asleep. Then we have two tutor moves here for Auras. First one is Earth Power, so that's going to help out if you're using a special attacking Torkoal, and it's going to cover against some of Rock, obviously one of weaknesses, and it's going to help just cover other types as well, like Steel, as well as Electric as well. Then the final one is Stealth Rock via Tutor in Auras. Stealth Rock, as I said, well, you're going to be a utility Pokemon generally, so Stealth Rock is a very viable move there to set up some hazards for the opposing team to deal with. So that's the move sets. Oh, that's the competitive moves there, whatever. So now let's move on to the two competitive sets we have. The first one is utility, and the second one is offensive. So the first one we have Rapid Spin, Stealth Rock, Yawn, and Lava Plume. Then we have the ability being Shell Armor in this case. Nature is Bold. Held item is a Leftovers. EVs are putting maximum health points, maximum defense, and the rest in the special attack. So moveset here, Rapid Spin, as I said earlier, is to clear hazards. That's all it's really used for. Stealth Rock, setting up hazards, very good. Just generally get that down as soon as possible. Yawn, as I said, you can use it to force switches or to get a Pokemon to fall asleep, and then you can switch out and do some damage to it with another Pokemon there. Then finally we have Lava Plume, which is our only attacking move here, apart from Rapid Spin, we're not going to count that. Lava Plume, which is just, you can use that deal damage if you have to do so in the opportunity or the place, for example, if you get taunted or whatever. Then ability Shell Armor, chosen Shell Armor here because we're not too bothered about our stats in this case, because we just want to, go in, switch in, Stealth Rock up, and then probably switch out or something along those lines, whereas we don't really want to get critted too much because that would do more damage generally than our stats being lowered. Because we're not looking to dish out damage too much here either. Nature here is a bold one, which is going to lower our physical attack and raise our physical defense. So that's really just bulking up that really high defense that we have there. And the held item is a Leftovers, just to get those health points back, because obviously that's our only source of health regeneration there. EVs have got maximum health points and maximum defense, just to bulk you up really defensively, and the rest in special attack, just so your Lava Plume does a bit more damage than it would have done otherwise. But how would you use this set? Well, as I said already, you could use it as a lead to set up some Stealth Rocks, or you could leave it at the back as utility, and you can switch into Rapid Spin away any hazards. You could use it to just set up Stealth Rock, and as I said as well, Yawn is a very good utility move on as well, just to force some switches, or just allow you to get yourself in the right position, get a safe switch out to a certain Pokemon or whatnot. Anyway, that's it for that set, so let's move on to the offensive set next. So, moveset we have Shell Smash, Rapid Spin, Flamethrower or Fire Blast, or indeed Lava Plume here, and then Earth Power or Hidden Power of Grass. Ability here is Shell Armor, Nature is Modest or Timid, held item is a White Herb. EVs are putting maximum special attack, maximum speed, and the rest in physical defense. So Shell Smash here is what you really want to focus on using, which is going to lower your defenses and raise your offensive stats, which is very good indeed. Rapid Spin I've got there just in case you want to use it as a slight utility Pokemon just to get rid of some hazards. You can use it as a Rapid Spin on your team. Or you could get rid of Rapid Spin and put either, Earth Power back in there, or Hidden Power Grass, so you can have both Earth Power and Hidden Power Grass. Obviously Flamethrower or Fire Blast is your main attacking move, so that's all that there. And then Earth Power will be good to focus, again, as I said earlier, other fire types, steel types, rock types, etc. Whereas Hidden Power Grass is going to be good against water types, so that's why you might want to run that there. Obviously you will have to sacrifice some perfect EVs in those cases, just to, obviously get that Hidden Power Grass, but that's up to you. Shell Armor again here, generally because we've got our stats down. Shell Smash is going to control all our stats. We don't really have to worry about it too much because, if they're going to reduce them, we can just up them anyway, if you guys get what I mean there. Nature is Modest or Timid, up to you here. You could use Modest just to get all the power, or you could use Timid just to sort of boost up that speed stat slightly, although it is really low in the first place, so I don't know if it's really worth bothering with that, who knows. Held item is a White Herb. This is because when the first time you use Shell Smash, you're going to lower your defenses. White Herb is going to sort of reset that. So your White Herb is then going to bop those defenses back up. So you're going to end up with +2 attack, +2 special attack, and +2 speed with neutral defenses. So you don't have to worry about defenses at all. So that'll be all good there. EV's maximum special attack and speed, because we want to be as fast and as attacking as possible once we have that Shell Smash up, and the rest in defense just to bulk you up slightly there, just so you can take those hits once you have indeed Shell Smashed. But that's how we use a set. You want to switch in at a sort of a safe time. Use Shell Smash when you're safe. Don't use Don't use Shell Smash when you're against the water type, for example. Do it if you can predict a switch, for example, and do try and get that free turn off. Hopefully they'll be faster than the next Pokemon coming in, so you can start dealing some damage, or you can even try and get 2 Shell Smashes up and do even more damage like that, but that's really up to you guys. And then once you up Shell Smash, just really to get the power off with Flamethrowers and Earth Powers and whatever else you have there, and then Rapid Spin if you need to. As I said, you could drop that Rapid Spin and not use it, but that's up to you. Anyway, guys, that's sort of it for Torkoal. It's not a very, not a very varied Pokemon. It's more just defensive, or you could use Shell Smash and try that out. But if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to drop a like on the like button below, and also vote for next week's Pokemon, either Zangoose or Seviper, down below in the comment section. And I guess, if you wanted to check out all the other content on LumioseStation, that'd be awesome. But for now, this is going to be it for me for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll be seeing you next time. Goodbye, my friends.